Alrighty. How you going, guys? I know that the stream is a bit crashed in there today. I'm just doing a really quick check on it, you know. I've had to say goodbye to my graphics cards. So I am down to my internal, both my graphics cards died. Yeah, I'm not using them anymore. So I'm using my internal graphics card. So I am hoping, I'm really hoping that this stream holds out. I need to kind of fix that up. I don't know what's going on here. Might have to stop the stream really quickly and have another quick look. Can I do this? Let's just see if I can get rid of game capture. Let's go monitor capture, desktop one. That's better. We'll use that. Get rid of that. Alright. We're good. Okay, we've got that crappy ass screen up the top, but that's alright. It's not a big deal. Alright, so hopefully the stream works. We're good to get going. So hopefully some people will be watching somewhere. Alright, so we're just going to do a quick stream. It's going to be night flight. We've also got Pro A.T.S and a few other bits and pieces that I'll be using for today. So let's go ahead and have a look at our flight plan. So our flight plan is up here. So we're going to be taking 7,336 fuel today. And we've also got that. So we'll go and do the fuel first. As you can see, graphics are a bit out there now. So I kind of have to like zoom in to make it look authentic. So 7,336. Alright. 158 packs, and as the zero fuel weight is 58.2. So that is pretty cute. Alright, let's do that right now. Menu. So is it 100 and 158? There's only one off. And 58.2 was our payload, I believe. Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Alright, so we don't need that anymore. I can close that so I don't have as much on here. And we can go ahead and start up two things. I got Pro A.T.S ready to go. So we're going to start up old mate here. Way better, I tell you, way better in the PMDG. So I'll grab that, we'll start him up.
Yankee Bravo Bravo November Airport Information Charlie 0930 Zulu.
We'll get that later. I do need to turn off some other sounds, so we'll make sure that's turned off. Turn it off. There we go. Alright, so we're going to probably be listening to this the whole time. I'm just going to quickly change.
Yankee Bravo Bravo.
There we go. I'm going to change that just for a second, really quickly. Yeah, so Yeah, just messaging somebody. Sorry about that. Alright, cool. I'm back. Alright, so, yeah. We've got the Pro H.O.T.A.S way good. We'll get rid of that, and we'll start up our flight today. So I'm going to be using standing operating procedures too. And I'll put that on mute for now, and I'll get out my book, so I'll show you that as well. Yeah, just messaging a girl from my course. Alright, so yeah, we're going to use the pre-flight dude. I've got my book here so I can use the commands correctly and all that. So we will begin our standard operating procedures. Most of these procedures are used in real-world, most real-world aircraft. So yeah, we'll be going ahead and doing that right now. As you can see, the aircraft is pretty much on where I left it. It's in a quick turnaround stage. I have done flights in full flight mode in the past, so if you want to see them, we'll see them later in the next few updates. So for now, let's get on down to Sydney so I can get back to it. So yeah, we'll do that right now. Okay, so just going to go ahead and turn my light on over there, and we'll start up this. So ready?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. Just setting out for the walk around.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set up our aircraft now. Really quickly, before we do that, so we don't need to do any of these, I don't believe. We just go straight on to here and do pre-flight procedure. So first flight of the day, we do our lights test. We've just jumped into the aircraft. We're on a quick turnaround, so we're just going to do a quick light test to make sure that the previous pilots haven't stuffed it. Alright, we're going to make sure our panel lights are all completely turned up, which they are. Go ahead and turn that panel light up. They're all off. Yeah, cool. Alright, so we've done that one. We're going to just quickly do those. Done. Alright, so that's that done. We're going to set our barrow. Get rid of that. We'll set our barrow to our destinating feet. We need to find out the ATC as well. I think that's one thing, yeah. Okay, so that was the previous checklist that we don't have to do. We'll go ahead and listen to ATC right now.
Yankee, Bravo, Bravo, November, airport information, Echo 0930, Zulu, weather, wind 099, at 7, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 3,200, 4,000, scattered 6,900, scattered temperature 23, 2.16, QNH 1020, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo. Yankee, Bravo, Bravo, November, airport information, Echo 0930, Zulu, weather, wind 099, at 7, visibility 10, sky condition, few clouds at 3,200, 4,000, scattered 6,900, scattered temperature 23, 2.16, QNH 1020, advise on initial contact, you have information, Echo.
Alright, that guy was on steroids, I tell you, mate. He was going pretty freaking quick. Alright, so we got our QNH, we got our barrow set. That's good, so we're sitting at 1020 there, so we're going to just leave that on there. We can reset that and get rid of it for now. So I'm going to leave it on hectopascals. I've been using hectopascals lately than all the other ones. So that's our barrow flight path indicator, blah blah blah, barometric, yes, and the VOR, so we'll click those on, which they have been left on from the last flight, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and hit our course set Do not know where we're going to be taking off from as of yet. So I'm just going to leave it on what they landed on last time and what they set it to last time. So everything should be set up as the last person that took this aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and do our oxygen test now. Designate lights test. We've already done that. Going to check to make sure these lights are set. They're good to go. Flight instruments are all checked and ready to go. They're all up, turned on. The parking brake, make sure that is set. The radio tuning panel is set for Brisbane, and the ILS is all in there. The trims are set and ready to go over there. And now we've got to do our flight plan. So we'll go ahead, our YBBN, and we're at gate 25. That's that done. A route. We're going to go co-route. Oh wait, hang on a second. Do this really quickly for you guys so you can see what I've... Now I've done this through SimBrief, so I'm just going to open the downloader here, and as you can see, there it is. So I'm just going to export that last flight into the SimBrief. I'm going to close that, and we'll open up the co-route. There it is, ready to get going. So that's our route that we're doing today. I totally forgot what the flight number was. So QFA, we'll just use the flight number that this guy has given us, 8976. 8976. So QFA 8976. That's our flight number, and our runway today, I believe, will be runway 9. So that's not in database. It's actually runway 9 left now in Brisbane. Don't know why, but it is. There is no second runway yet. Yeah, bits and pieces. So apart from that, we are good to get going. Just make sure no one's watching the stream. I am just like flicking back and through, just making sure that everything's working on the stream there. I really do hope it does work. So we've done that. So we're going to go ahead over to the route. We've got a route there. Don't know where we're going to take off from, so we're not going to worry about the rest of that. So 0 fuel weight. We don't have any reserves, so 0 on the reserves today. Okay, so we're going to just reserve on 2. We'll just use what we've got. We're going to just say that we've got reserves. Cost index today will be 6. Our flight level altitude is 320 feet. I can't remember what the crosswind was. So let's just grab that
Yankee,
up.
Bravo, Bravo, November, airport information, Golf 1, 0, 0, 0, Zulu, weather, wind, 0, 9er, 9er, at 7, visibility 1, 0, sky condition, few clouds at 3,200, 4,000, scattered temperature 2, 3, dew point 1, 7, QNH 1, 0, 2,
That
0.
guy was a little bit
Hi, the
nicer.
security and safety checks are all done. Can we start boarding now?
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Alright, so that was the hostesses. They're about to start boarding, so it's about to get very noisy in here. So we're going to try and finish this off as fast as possible. So we're going to do an assumed temperature today for an assumed takeoff. And we're going to use a D-rated assumed temperature. So we'll go 35 here, boom. And that should give us a line 1 with a 91.8. Just to save a bit of fuel, because we don't have any extra fuel on board. So that's what we'll be using for today. Our flaps, we're going to be using flaps 5. We're not going to worry about doing that yet. We're going to do the 09 at 7 for the wind that we had before at 07, 070, whatever it was. I believe, no, 099 at 007.
Back from the walk around, no issues.
Okay, so that's the wind. I'm going to check to see what our speeds were, and there are our speeds. That's not going to stay there because our co-pilot's going to be doing something very shortly that's going to change all of that. So yeah, apart from that, we're pretty much good to get going. So that's our flight plan done, guys. The first officer now going to go through and do all of his, making sure that everything up here is all turned on. So the yaw dampener, navigation displays, fuel valve, fuel panel, electrical panel, all that sort of stuff. He should have actually got those turned on. Yeah, they're turned on for when he did the walk around, but he'll turn all of those off when we start up. So basically that should be everything that I need for now. He's gone ahead and turned on the chimes in a minute. Then we got the pre-flight checklist that we do just prior to 11 minutes, or just on the 11-minute mark, which we've got 17 just sitting there. There he goes, he turned them off. So we are pretty much ready to go. So yeah, I really do hope this is going to work once we get up in the air. So we'll continue on with that. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm just flustered trying to talk to another student that I haven't spoken to for. We've met. I'm just talking on social media, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so it's gotten loud, as you can hear. Passengers are starting to get on board now. So really, we can't do anything much. Like I know in the other flights that I can activate it and go ahead, but we don't want to activate straight away because we're using Pro ATC now, and they're going to give us a clearance to a particular SID, so I have to go off what they say and all that sort of stuff. So it makes it a little bit more realistic. So he's just done the light test for himself just there, so that's all good. So we're just now waiting for the 6 minutes before we can leave. The scenery that I'm using is not like crash hot. It is, I can go out here. The scenery I'm using is just a Brisbane base scenery. It looks like what they've done is made a freeware version of the Orbix one, or they tried to make a better one, a bit easier one for people with Orbix. Unfortunately, the gates do not work. However, when I decide to buy, I have the trial version of GSX. Love this thing. I tell you, I love it, and it works really, really well. Hopefully, these things disappear, and I can muck around with GSX stuff. If not, I'll just go back to the default airfield and use the GSX on that, because I definitely want to see real groundwork and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, look, aircraft's looking really, really well. They're just sitting there. While we're waiting, I might as well set up the pushback. So we're going to turn to the left. When I say left, that means the nose is going to kick out left. So that's the left of the aircraft, right of the aircraft. So the nose is going to kick out to the left. So you've got to remember that. So we're going to use meters, but we're not going to go back 5 meters. We're just going to go back 4 meters. And we're going to turn, I don't know, 80 degrees. So we should be kicking about, so if that's 80, if that's a 90 degree there, that should be 80. So we'll do like 75. Let's just do 75. And that should kick us out that way somewhere. We got 4, so it might even make that 3. So we'll just do it 3 meters back and then kicks us out that direction somewhere. Okay, so we can leave that there now. We'll get back into the cockpit. Alright, yeah, I'm just back and forth between texting. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back again. Alright, so we should be very close to finishing off here. Let's just open up that. So we're at 12 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do our pre-flight now. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation, transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 274. Altimeter 1020. Altimeter 1020.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Yeah, okay, so that's our checklist done. That's pretty much it. I can go ahead and ask for clearance right now. So there is two different menus, okay? ATC menu, that is the default one. This is the Pro ATC. So I'm going to go ahead and request clearance. Mute that so I don't talk to him.
Clearance delivery, Qantas 8976.
Not going to say shit.
Request clearance.
That has to be changed over. So.
Yankee, Bravo,
There we go.
November.
Alright, has to be
Clearance
that.
delivery, Qantas 8976. Our parking position is Terminal 1 Gate 25 with the information request clearance.
Qantas 8976, cleared to Yankee, Bravo, Bravo, November, Bravo, November, tree departure. Expect vectors to amendments filed, climb to 8000, expect flight level 350, then 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 123.5, score 1147, QNH 1020.
Clearance to destination airport by Bravo, November, through departure. Expect vectors to hotel. Uniform, Golf, Oscar, climb and maintain 8000. Flight level 350 within 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 123.5, squawk 1147, QNH 1020, Qantas 8976.
Qantas 8976, read back correct, contact ground on 121.7.
Roger, 1.1.7, Qantas 8976.
Wow, it's taken us down to runway 7, guys, which is even worse. Oh, wow. So we're going down to runway 17. No, that's expected approach at Sydney. Okay, so we're actually leaving runway 14. That's even, yeah, it's crazy. So we're going to be leaving runway 14. So we're going to be taking out that one. We'll activate that route now. So that's the one they're giving us. We'll go ahead and activate that. Alright, so we're on a vector flight. So we've pretty much got that set. So if we go ahead and have a look at this, so we're going to go...
Ground 1181 is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
1181. Taxi via Alpha Charlie 5 to gate 48.
By Alpha Charlie 5 to gate 48 1181.
Yeah, so basically, we're going to be vectored out. So we just go out to the vector, and then they will tell us where we go from there. So there's no actual thing. So we'll be vectoring today, which is cool. Never done that before, so we're one-way 1-4. So we're pretty much ready to get going. We've got all that. We're going to execute that off. Let's go to our limit page, takeoff page. So we've got our numbers. Done. We'll hit that in there. Done. So we're pretty much good to get going. I need to go ahead and do a brief. Are you ready for the departure brief? I don't know why it says that. Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go for it.
Okay, so today is a standard pushback and start. We'll be using a assumed rated thrust today. Flaps will be 5. E-tops, no, we're not flying over water
here's
that
a load
much.
sheet.
Thank you. Bleeds will be on. Anti-ice not required. We've had a crew change. We are underweight, so we will be able to land back on the runway if we have any problems during the takeoff. And if we're up in the air, we can do a quick turnaround and come back. We'll be leaving on a AT assigned SID with vectors of runway 14. Concerns at this point in time are none. And
Watch out for your leg, please.
Any questions?
No question.
Okay, so that's it. We've done all that. So he's going to go off and set the thing. We'll set the runway.
Okay, verify takeoff speeds. Confirm you're happy.
Checked.
Check.
Alright, so we'll put down 8,000. Now I've verified that. Oh, I can turn those off, so that's pretty cool. Apart from that, oh shit, God, that hurts. Just dropped me phone.
Tango Hotel, power for ground, sector major left.
Alright, I'm just typing away again.
Okay,
Okay, so we're pretty much ready to get going.
On your flight today. We would like to extend a warm welcome to our frequent flyers and guests from other international partner airlines. So we can depart as soon as possible, please take your assigned seat, observe the no smoking and fasten
Alright,
seatbelt
so we
signs.
got
Only
a
right
checklist
hand
coming up
baggage
very
will be placed in
shortly.
the lockers above you. All other items must be placed
Alright,
under
we can
the
do it
seat
now.
in front of you.
Watch
If you
she
are
stops
sitting by an
talking.
emergency exit, all of your hand baggage needs to be securely stowed in the overhead locker, and the crew will be happy to assist you. We are here to help, so please do not hesitate to ask any one of us for assistance.
Before start checklist to the line. Before start checklist to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. Fuel 7.3 tons. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. Windows.
Locked, closed and locked.
Locked on the right. MCP.
Bravo, cross down and shoots to runway 26 left and runway 26 right to the exit.
V2 146. Heading. Yeah, the heading on the runway I think is 140. Heading 140. Altitude 4,900.
Checked. Takeoff speeds.
We'll do that in a sec. V1 138, VR 141, V2 146. V2 146.
Checked. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
So we don't need to do anything more. Our doors should be closing up now, so we should only have one door. Yes, we do, OPL. So yeah, that's it there. We can get rid of the plan. Alright, so we're about to get ready for our procedures to get out of here. They'll come in a sec and ask us to close up the doors and all that sort of stuff in a minute. So we can go ahead and request taxiing out in a minute. So yeah, dude, this game is pretty enlightening when you get to my level.
Roger.
Taxi right, Juliet 3, across the threshold of runway 26 right. The holding point Bravo 4, runway 2 and right.
Hi guys, all passengers are on board. Are we clear to close?
Okay. Okay, go for it. Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, let me know if you need it.
I don't know why it wasn't letting me do the other ones. Alright, so we're about ready to go. Before start checklist. Well, we can't do that yet. We have to wait.
We still have a door light.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, we have to wait until the door is completely closed. So once that door light is out, then we can actually do this. So we do that at the 0 minutes. So she'll come out and close the doors. There goes the door now. So we'll be able to do this before start checklist. So before we get going, we'll do a really quick...
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. We'll be pushing back in just a few minutes. And the weather conditions for our flight today are smooth and clear. So please sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
Yankee Tango Charlie, taxi to holding point Foxtrot, runway 2.
Before start checklist to below the line. Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on.
Right.
Before start checklist
So he goes
complete.
ahead and does that. I'm now going to go on a
Ground Qantas
request
8976.
the...
Request startup.
Qantas 8976. Startup is approved.
Roger, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so I probably should have asked the other one. Because you can ask for startup and pushback and all that shit as well. That's alright, missed out on it.
We're all set to go up here. We've
I was a bit
to push in, start
trigger
at
happy.
your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please park and brake, please.
Okay, park and brake is off. We're push.
Oscar Bravo Victor, Pablo Ground, thanks. Got no details in here. Are you making a St. Kilda substation departure?
Brakes off, here we go.
Oscar Bravo Victor, thanks. Taxi to run up a Juliet, time now 369. Oscar Bravo Foxtrot, correction, thanks. And how many POV? Here, Roger. Uniform Juliet, power for ground, start approach.
Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start engine 1.
Starting 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the safety demonstration. Each aircraft may be different, so we'd appreciate your attention to the TV monitor closely.
Alpha Bravo. To gate 38
Via Alpha Bravo to gate 386192.
I actually started the wrong way, but that's alright.
Push is complete. Set bracket brake, please.
Start a cutout.
Alright, brakes
Start
are set
engine
and pressure's normal.
Starting 2.
Okay, sir. Tow bar is on. Pin is out. Watch for the pin on the right.
Alright guys, thanks. You're cleared to disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance on the right side of the airplane, and we'll see you guys next time through.
Roger that. Have a good flight.
Hey Robbie, thanks. Get taxi to runway Juliet.
Today we're running a analog aircraft. I've changed out from the digital thing there, so we've got the analog, which is more realistic, and for Qantas aircraft that we have these
Start a cutout.
days.
Hey Robbie, pass through to ground, commence your taxi, hold short taxi by Bravo.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Flight controls check. He's just doing his taxi procedure right now.
3704, ready to taxi.
3704, taxi via Alpha Bravo to gate
Flight
38.
controls
Taxi
check.
via Alpha Bravo.
Ready.
To gate 38,
Full left,
3704.
center.
Check.
Full right, center. Full
Check.
up, full down, center.
Check.
Full left, center. Full
Check.
right, center.
Check.
Okay, so that's all the flight controls done, guys, there. So we go ahead and close that. We can go ahead and ask to taxi runway.
Ground Qantas 8976, request taxi.
Qantas 8976, taxi via Bravo Delta Echo 7 to runway 14.
By Bravo, Delta Echo 7 to runway 14, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we're going Bravo, Delta, Echo. Yeah, so okay, well, I know where Bravo is, so we can get down there, it's okay. Cool. Before taxi procedure? Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Propane on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Dispatch clearance.
Checked.
Checked. Before taxi checklist complete.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Alright, so we're about ready to get going, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my lights, because that is my job now. So Bravo, Delta, Echo, Echo 7. So we're looking for Bravo, Delta, Echo first, and then we can go on to the next, what it is.
6192, hold your position.
Hold in our position, 61902.
That'll be those guys. So we go straight out to Delta, Bravo, which is just out here. So we're just going to pop on out this way. Clear left.
6192, continue taxi.
Clear on the left.
619.
Clear right.
3704, hold your position.
Roger, hold position, 3704.
Alright, so we're on.
3704, continue taxi.
Roger, 3704.
Oh god, that's what happens when you text and drive. This is, ladies and gentlemen, don't text and drive.
Victor, power for ground, taxi 5 Bravo, container shoots, runway 26 left, runway 26 right, and taxi to the end. Yeah, Rom Juliet 5, taxi to Highway Point Foxtrot, runway 21 left.
So we should be on Bravo anyways. I believe we're on Bravo. So yeah, this is a night flight, guys. We're pretty much going good now. Just really trying to see if this stream holds out, so I can get back all into it and stuff like that. Taking off from 104 though, that's pretty cool. So it's going to be a whole different ball game.
Yankee Bravo, Victor, taxi line Juliet 3, cross the threshold at runway 26 right, to Holding Point Bravo 4, runway 21 right.
Probably should have more thrust for this runway, I believe, being what we're on.
The cabin is secure.
Might change that to this there. 147 is our takeoff speed. It's not much difference. Just so we're all happy dandies, guys.
Thank you, Bravo, Quebec, power for ground, taxi right, Bravo, cross center shoot, runway 26 left, runway 26 right, and continue to the end.
Alright.
Lima Tango India, power for ground, taxi to the end.
Alright, we just stay on Delta then. And then we look for Echo. So that should be Delta 1 going that way, so we're going this way. Runway 14 is at the other end, so. Taxi to runway Foxtrot, time 39.5. We're looking for Echo 1, I believe, too, aren't we? Echo 7. Cool. Alright. So now we're looking for... So we're on Delta. Oh, we probably should have been on Echo. Yeah, Echo. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not following Delta the whole way. That's alright. We'll just go this way. I've done this in the past too. Follow Delta the whole way and then go up. That's a bit of annoying, that sign. I probably should move that sign. And then we're looking for number 7, so I believe it's just going to be this one on the right here. Maybe Echo 5, I think. It's 5. We're going to go to the next one.
You can take over power for ground, taxi right, Bravo. Cross center, shoot runway 26 left and runway 26 right for the average.
Echo 6, and then we go Echo 7 for the next one. Now I believe in the real airport, we can't go past this runway. It's actually closed. In the real one, we actually backtrack on runway 14. I believe Echo 7's taken us right up to the very end. So the scenery that you're seeing right now is actually pre upgrade to the airport. They've actually stopped you coming out this far because they're actually working on this area. Those houses don't technically live there in this game. In the real world, that's actually where the second runway is going. Runway 1 and runway 19. That's going to obviously be left and right.
8976. Tower on 120.5.
For their respective
120.5. Qantas 8976.
Their respective ones. So. Alright, so we're expecting vectors, so we're going up to 8,000. That's all we need to worry about today. So there's one thing that I haven't done. My god. A couple of things that I haven't done.
Tower Qantas 8976. Holding short of runway 14, ready for departure.
QFA 8976. Line up on runway 14.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
5.4 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Say again. Qantas 8976.
QFA 8976. Line up on runway 14.
Lining up
Runway
runway
entry
14,
procedure.
Qantas 8976.
Runway entry procedure. Alright, so there he goes and does all of that. I've taken off the fasten seatbelt sign, all that sort of stuff sorted. We've got everything else sorted
Ready
here,
to go.
so we're good to get going. RTO is on, auto throttle is on, we're good to get going. We're going to try and take as much of this runway as possible because it is a small runway. So I want to be lined up on this arrow more than anything else of the other ones. I don't know why we didn't go to runway 1, to be honest. Probably too much of a crosswind. But that's what they do for you. They make sure you go to every runway.
Velocity 1179, turn right, heading 155. Right, 155, 739.
QFA 8976. Wind 110 at 7. Runway 14. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 14.
That's a really effective light, isn't it?
76.
Set takeoff thrust.
Check. Thrust set. 80 knots.
Check.
V1.
Rotate.
Go ahead and look
Positive
at that
climb.
takeoff. Gear up. Oh, mate, we'll be doing the gear for us now. Gear up.
Oh, 533, contact direct 126.1. Bottom 2022, just have to rejoin the staff.
Engage LNAV.
LNAV.
Engage VNAV.
VNAV.
Miss Lee, can't level 180 today.
Climb level 180, 673.
Departure Qantas 8976. With you, passing 2,200 for 8,000.
Qantas 8976. Turn left heading 320. Climb and maintain 8000.
Left turn to heading 165, climbing to 8,000. Qantas 8976.
Qantas 8976. Turn right heading 165.
Right turn to heading 165, Qantas 8976.
7354. Maintain present altitude.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
7354.
So this whole time, guys, I'm actually flying the aircraft. Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up.
Qantas 8976. Turn right heading 190. Climb and maintain. Flight level 150. Resume on navigation to Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar.
Right turn to heading 190, climbing to flight level 150 to Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar. Qantas 8976.
6868. Maintain 70 knots.
Pulling down to 706868. Say again, Qantas 8976.
Qantas 8976. Turn right heading 190. Climb and maintain. Flight level 150. Resume on navigation to Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar.
Right turn to heading 190, climbing to flight level 150 to Hotel Uniform Golf Oscar. Qantas 8976.
7354. Reduce speed to 60.
Speed to 60 up. 7354.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist. Complete.
Engage autopilot A.
Level change.
Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
VNAV. Engage VNAV.
VNAV.
Okay.
Okay.
77 cancel start, turn right heading 085 full back.
Engage autopilot A.
Level change.
Engage VNAV.
VNAV.
Engage command A, please.
Okay to release the cabin?
Okay.
Okay.
93 to the approach, then 6,000 on the way through.
Engage command A, please.
Level change.
Ladies and gentlemen, our complimentary in-flight entertainment system contains a great selection of movies and TV programs. There is also a dedicated children's channel. All entertainment will commence shortly and will be available until we arrive at the gate. The complete selection of entertainment available is detailed in the in-flight magazine located in your seat pocket. You can now use your electronic devices as long as flight mode was selected prior to our departure.
Thousand level.
Alright, we'll just leave that on 320 now. So put that on there, like that, and it should be good.
255 Tango, my 34 left, turn right heading 240.
Change just 34 left, turn right 240.
Delta Zulu, you cleared 1.5 south on information Lima, Sydney, QNH 1007.
Qantas 8976, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Climbing to flight level 230, Qantas 8976.
Qantas 8976, contact Brisbane Control on 125.0. Good day.
125.0, Qantas 8976. Brisbane, Qantas 8976. With you, passing flight level 160 for flight level 230.
Qantas 8976, identified.
Alright, looks like it's working really well, guys. It's stream's holding out, so it looks like I can get back into streaming again. So that's gonna be great. Yeah. So we're heading out to Hugo now. We're gonna start heading up to our flight level ever so slowly. Well, not slowly, we're going 2,300 feet a minute.
Transition checked. Approach briefing.
Yeah, so tell them to shut up. Set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 193.
Check. Alright, so we've actually got, I think we've stuffed it up here. Our transition altitude is still high. We're actually going to change that to 11. Just over there. He's turned off the lights, which is good. Mute him so he's not talking to me. Yeah, welcome to a night flight. We're doing pretty well. So far so good, guys. So yeah, cool. Just gonna quickly go to Facebook and let people know that I'm streaming. YouTube.
Qantas 8976, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, Qantas 8976.
Let's go over to FSX. Just typing on Facebook, see if I can get any people watching the stream. So yeah, there's quite a few people gonna pop in, I hope.
Bangkok X-ray, 7 helicopter pilot, where it's definitely to its left about half mile.
So we're just moving along. One thing I didn't do, guys, is the ISO-dev. You don't have to do it, but probably should. So we'll really quickly have a look at the conditions for Brisbane. Is that Brisbane will be 34.8, so our ISO deviation is going to be about 10. No, it's not. 15. 34, okay, 14. Alright, so ISO deviation is going to be like 14 degrees. So, there, done, boom. Alright, so, cool.
8976, contact Brisbane 124 is for 6. 124, decimal 6, Qantas 8907.
Alright, so that, I don't have to touch crap. I'm the captain.
Qantas 8976. With you,
it's my co-pilot talking, doing all that. That's the Pro ATC sort of stuff, so much more realistic. SID, stars, whatever you name it, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Hello and welcome to the stream. If you just joined, thank you very much for joining. Let's pop this open just to double check. Oh, as everybody could just see my typing right there. Trying to self-promote myself and myself. Get that stuff off the stream. It's hilarious. We got a plane like right down below us. It's in awesome, hilarious shape right there. I did forget to turn the radar on. That's another bad thing for me. That's just silly. I don't know why I didn't do that. That's cool. Yeah, it's just a message there.
QF8976. Contact Brisbane on 130.4. 130.4. Qantas 8976. Brisbane, Qantas 8976. Passing flight level 290 for flight level 350.
Qantas 8976. Identified. Continued.
You on Qantas 8976.
Level.
Alright, so we should be heading up to 1,000 level right now. Yep, cool. So that's our top of cruise, guys. So we're going to do a few things here. Maintaining flight level 320 on standard.
Check.
Alright, so talking about airspaces, anything above in Australia, 18,000 feet, and above that, up to 60,000 feet, is traffic airspace, which is like commercial airlines or cargo or all that sort of stuff. Once you get up there, set standard, you will be flying at 299.2.
Contact Brisbane on 120.3.
120.3. Qantas 8976.
He's been talking about it. So yeah, we're flying up at our set standard, so anything above 18,000 or 10,000 here in Australia, that's the airspace that we're flying in. Apart from that, yeah, you have to be rated. So you've got to be instrument rating. You've got to have held a certain license for so long as well before you can fly at this level. You can't just like jump in an aircraft and fly uphill. Not allowed to. You've got to be monitoring both comms, ATC, and air traffic, all that sort of stuff. Detune navs. Detune the navs. Detune navs.
Roger.
Alright, so what he's going to do is going to detune the navs.
Set.
Flight level 320 for flight level 350.
Qantas 8976. Roger, climb maintain flight level 350.
Continue on, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Yeah, we've detuned the
8976.
nav, so there's no interference with any of the other instruments for now. So we're not using navigational aids while we're up here, apart from what we've already locked into the FMC, and the FMC is on a clear path towards. Okay, so I've told him that I'm maintaining flight. I'm happy that we're at there. You have control.
Qantas 8976. Climb maintain flight level 350.
You have control.
Climb and maintain.
I have control.
350. Qantas
Set seatbelt sign off.
8976.
Seatbelts off.
Alright, so seatbelts are off, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to the cabin crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our cruising altitude, so I'm going to switch off the fasten seatbelt sign. However, we do ask that, just as we do here on the flight deck, you keep your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
There we go. Alright, so keep your seatbelt fastened as you do up here on the flight deck. Not that we do it anyways, we're probably like tray tables up where I'm positioned right now and kicking back and sleeping and watching, playing video games on our Game Boys or something. But no, we're not. We're actually monitoring the aircraft as we do, making sure that everything is good to get going, and yeah, just keeping the aircraft up here instead of plummeting down to the ground there. So yeah, no, it's really good. I'm really loving the aviation course that I've already started at the university. Really quite liking it.
Approach briefing.
I don't want you to talk about approach briefing right now, man. Shush. Alright, so what we're going to go do now, he's flying the plane, so I'm not even touching it now, so it's all in. We're going to go ahead and have a look at how far away we are. We're 274, so we're a little whiles off. So we don't really have to do anything. Just sit here and gas bag for a bit. Make sure that everything's all set, standard, ready to get going. Alright, so we're going to quickly have a look at what the altitude here is. So altitude set is 350, so probably should jump up just a tad more.
Qantas 8976. Climb maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350. Qantas 8976.
Go ahead and change that out as well in the perf page. So it is there, 350. That's locked in, and that's also locked in there. Alright, so it's already changed for us, which is really, really good. We don't have to do anything with the aircraft, and we're going to go head up and go up a little bit more. Set seatbelt to auto.
Seatbelts off.
Set seatbelt to auto.
Seatbelts auto.
Alright, so you pretty much control everything. Set taxi light on, please. Set taxi light on.
Taxi light on.
Taxi light off.
Taxi light off.
Set landing gear lights on. Set runway light right on. Set runway lights on. There should be a command for every single one of these. Set logo light on. Set logo light on. So yeah, doing pretty really well. I want him looking at me like that.
1000 level.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty well, man. Just chillaxing up here in the good old view. Just relaxing. All right, so we're at a flight level now. So old mate did that. I don't know why I didn't pick it up before when I was flying this before. So yeah, it's a big no-nos there.
Qantas 8976, contact Brisbane on 134.2.
134.2, Qantas 8976.
So just quickly just pop into here and just turn on that and just Facebook.
Brisbane, Qantas 8976 with you at flight level
some
350.
more people watching. have a few more people watching.
Continue on Qantas 8976.
So many YouTube. I got 70 friends now, man. It's insane how many people I chat to on stuff. Bit out there. It's just a bit out there, man. So yeah, we should be talking now. We should be talking. Alright, so we're just going to check the prop. So we're about 207. I'll go ahead and explain what we're going to do now. So that's just our progression. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the forecast page. We're at 3,500, so I'm going to go ahead and set the kind of right in the scratch pad. You can't actually do this in the real aircraft, so actually, fuck it. I'm not going to use the scratch pad because that's not realistic. So we'll do it the correct way. So 340, we'll chuck that there. We want a 2402, we'll chuck that there, and the closest one to 1400 is 12, so that's up there. Flight level actually, so we get a proper flight level in there, please. FL 120. Yeah. Invalid, apparently. Okay. Alright, so that's where it wants us to be. So we're going to go ahead and put our trans level in as 110. So that's our trans level there. So that's our actual one. And we're going to go ahead and do... yeah, we're at 16. So we've been flying for quite some time now. So it's probably going to get a bit cold in the engine. So we'll go ahead and turn those on, just so they can warm up the aircraft and all that shit. We'll go ahead and we're going to do a warning for me, so I know. So the TAI on and off. So I've left that as a warning, so I know that I've got to turn it on and off and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and actually use the scratch pad this time because I want to show you what I normally do. I just open up that and just let it sit there. I don't do anything. So we need was it 340? So we're going to go 257 at 257 at 43. No, we're not. So we have to click on that one for a sec. We're going to go Sydney, and then we go back to the aircraft, and then we're going to go there. Delete that. Okay. So now we got 289 at 37. That's some strong wind, guys. And we're going to put that in the 340 slot. We're going to go here again, and we'll do the same thing for the 240, which is 295 at 22. So we double check that, that's correct. We'll go there. And then we'll do one last one for the flight level 120, which is 168 at 15. And we'll chuck that in there. Now, we can go ahead and get the ISA deviation. So we need the ISA deviation of 25 and 119. So what we need to do is have a look. So it is 25. We're going to have a look at what our level is up here, which is 16. So what we do is we take the 16 from the 25. So that is obviously 9. So it is 9 degrees Celsius difference between us and the ground. With a, was it 10, I can get rid of that now, 019 for the QNH. We chuck that in and confirm the execute, and that will tell us our cabin rate at 240,000. So that's that's 2,400 feet per minute in the cabin rate. So that's set up there. We don't need to do anything more here. What we can do now is we go ahead and go to the perf page. We'll go to the perf page and go down and have a look at a zero fuel weight at 58.2. So that's how heavy we are when we have nothing on board the aircraft. But what we need to do is add the 3.6. So 3.6 to the 58.2. So 3.6 now 58.2 is 678. So it's 58.8 plus the 6, which is 60. 3.8. So we go ahead and go to the approach page. So what do we say was?
Hunter 8976, contact radar on 125 3.6.
125 decimal 75 quantum 8976.
So gross weight is 63.1.
Radar Qantas 8976 at flight level 350.
Qantas 8976.
I think something's out here. 58.2 with 3.6, so that's... no, it's not. What am I doing? So it's 1.2 says 61.8. 61.8. So we can go ahead and now go to the... here, we go to 61.8. We lock this in here like that. Boom. Okay, so now that's going to give us our flaps 30 position. So we're going to hit our flaps 30 there, and we are good to get going. That could possibly change. Now that is the point of contact that we are going to be in Sydney. So that could change depending on how, if we get a wind behind us or something like that. And yeah, so you want to be very careful when you're doing that. So that's basically everything that we need to do. You normally do everything prior to the 150 nautical miles, so I've already done it, so now we're going to be sitting here doing absolutely nothing, twiddling and diddling the thumbs. No, that's not right. Okay, so what we can do now is go ahead and do compile our approach brief. Navigraph. Let's see if we can open up Navigraph on here so you guys can see it. Navigraph charts. Just hope it doesn't crash the game because I'm opening up too many things. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're going to open up the chart. So I normally keep this on my laptop. Brilliantly little tool that you can use on this thing. I'm going to close it down so we can actually see the aircraft still. So we're going to go ahead and look at Sydney's chart. So there's Sydney right here. And we're going to go ahead and look at our chosen runway. Now we're expecting ILS runway 17 for the frequency 109.90 and our heading and all that sort of stuff there. Vectors on the CR, DFW, DWF. So we're going to be expecting vectors for that runway there. So this is the first time I've landed on runway, what was it, runway 7. So what we're going to do now is have a look for the ILS runway 7. So we've got 2 runways. We can do RNAV, we can do ILS. I prefer to do ILS, so we're going to have a look at the ILS runway. I've never landed on runway 7 yet, before in the past, so... Okay, so now we're looking at the runway 7. So we can go ahead and have a look at some different things that we need to set up. So like, for example, the trans level is flight level 110. We've already done that. Trans altitude is 10,000 feet. MS approach altitude on this particular runway is 2,100. So we can go ahead and set that in our missed approach altitude approach briefing here. So 2,000.
Good afternoon.
Missed approach altitude there. Get rid of that. So that's a missed approach altitude. Our ILS today, we're just going to do ILS landing. So runway 270. So 270 on our ILS type approach. So 270 is going to be our DH. 270. Oh, we're not doing visual. No, we're doing ILS. Alright, so let's bring up ILS. There we go. So 270 and a fixed approach altitude on this particular one is 2,000. So 2,000 feet is our fixed approach altitude for this with our missed approach at 2,100. So yeah, fixed approach altitude is normally right on the money, so around here. And our heading, which we can set up now, is 62 degrees. So we'll go ahead and now, because we're doing an ILS approach, we don't need to do auto land. I don't think we'll be doing an auto land, but we'll delay the auto on landing. So we'll go ahead and close that, and we'll set the courses up to 62. And we're going to set the heading to 190. Just in case anything fails, we can set up the autopilot for the other failure mark there. So yeah, while we're flying along, guys, I'm going to quickly show you the Navigraph page because a lot of people haven't actually seen it. So this is a chart for a landing at a runway. So this is runway 7 at Sydney. As you can see, there's a cross runway. So you've got the runway 16 left, runway 16 right, and runway 16 left there, and 34 left and 34 right there. We got a holding pattern out at AN KUB. So we're going to be, we'll do this holding pattern out at AN KUB. So we can go ahead and do our arrival to runway 7 ILS, and we need to find Bora, so we'll just do that one there and execute that. We could go ahead and we can replan this because we're expecting it, so we're going to quickly go ahead and have a look. I'm going to grab this one because that's what we need, and we're going to bring it up to up here, close it off. We're going to execute that, and we're going to go back, and we're going to, so that's our aircraft. We're coming up to SAN AN AD, so that's our next one, and that's our next one, top of descent, bore, Malin, close in. So we're going out over the water for a bit, and then we're coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold at AN KUB, holding there at 3,000 feet. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're doing the correct speed at the holding altitude as well. So we're doing at 3,000 feet there. How fast can we do that hold is what we're at. So we have to be at 85 to 160 knots at 3,000 feet. So we can go ahead and do this. So 185 at 3,000 there, and we can hit OK. So that is now our hold position there. So when we go back here, we're going to have a look at the hold. So you can see where we're going to be at 168 there. I think we might actually change that as well. 168. So both of them 168 and we're holding. So we can hold there, wait until we get down to our 3,000 feet mark, and then we can go in for our ILS approach. So yeah, no, that's all good. So now we need to know the frequency for Sydney. So Sydney frequency is 112.10, and our ILS frequency is. So we go ahead and turn these on. Now we're quite far away. We'll go and turn our ILS approaches on. We probably won't be doing a auto land today, I don't think, but we will have a look at the just for the sheer sake of knowing what it is. So runway is going to be 16. Right, we go there, 16 done. What else do we need to do? So that's the ILS, it's 270. We're not doing a lock today, so we're just going full out ILS approach into runway 7, the crosswind runway at Alpha November, Kilo Uniform Bravo, and going from there.
Qantas 8976. Contact radar on 127.1.
Alright, so I don't think we need anything more there.
Qantas 8976. Radar Qantas 8976. With you at flight level 350.
Qantas 8976 identified. Continue on navigation.
Continue on Qantas 8976.
Go ahead and set our fixed approach altitude, which is 2,300. Our minimum, sorry, not fixed approach. So we're going to set that for 300 because we can't set a 10, I don't believe. I don't think we can set a 10. It's only 100 that we can set at. So that's 270 as our minimum, so our minimums on that one's going to be 300. We also need to set our land altitude, which is going to be 0 there. So that's about it, I believe. We're 90, so we'll go ahead and do our arrival. Are you ready for the arrival? Are you ready for the approach brief? Are you ready for the approach brief?
Ready.
Okay, today is going to be a ILS landing using...
Approach briefing.
No, shut up. Today is going to be a normal ILS landing. We will be using 30 flaps. We're going to be using a assigned ATC star that is Alpha That's Alpha November Kilo Uniform Bravo. So we'll be expecting vectors for runway 7 into Sydney. We're going to be using flaps 30 for this landing. Bleeds will be on. Final approach fix will be at 2,000. Minimums will be 270 feet. This approach altitude for this runway will be 210. Runway condition, I believe, is dry in Sydney. Let's pull up the weather now. Yes.
8976.
The auto brake will be set on 2. The taxi single engine will be 1. Gate standard will be normal. We're going to be delaying the APU on when we get down to the ground, so don't worry about doing any of that. Final sectors, no, that is all good. Any questions?
No question.
Alright, so you can do that. I actually do my own briefings now just to get used to them, or you can just hit it and the guy will do the briefings for you. But yeah, no, I got to go and get used to these briefings myself, so yeah, kind of need that sort of practice.
Brisbane, Qantas 8976 at flight level 350.
Qantas 8976 identified. Continue as applied.
Continue on Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we can see Sydney up there now, 128 nautical miles away from the DME. So it's VOR1 and VOR2. We can also set a, I think it's 226 is the... I believe. I don't know if that actually is it, but we can have a look anyways. I don't think it was. No, it's not. That's alright. It's not a big deal. So we're going to have the ADF on as well for the something else. Something a little bit more fun. Alright, so we have the VOR set up. We have the AIM set up and all that sort of stuff, so it's all pretty good. The references and all of that. Go ahead and set up our radio, reset that to 270 now, and locked in for our radio there. So yeah, everything else is set up. We're pretty much sexy on dandy, going pretty well. Just reset up that and close that off there. Mind me while I go get a drink, guys. Quite hot here tonight. Oh god. Crash bang, clanging. Crash bang, clanging.
Got that guy.
I'm just going to quickly go turn my fan up. It is like super duper hot at the moment. I don't know what's going on. It's just got like really hot all of a sudden. It's like insane. So I kind of need this fan on behind me. So I really don't. I really hope it don't annoy the mic that much. It's like getting really hot where I am. Oh! Kind of need this wind. Woo. Flustered. Looking really nice out there, isn't it, guys? Not crash hot at night time with FSX, but during the day it's alright-ish. But still, flying one of these big bad boys at the most knowledgeable as I could possibly be, I think I'm doing pretty well. Doing nice, good frames there too.
Qantas 8976. Contact Brisbane on 127.1.
127. Decimal 1. Qantas 8976. Brisbane, Qantas 8976. At flight level 350.
QFA 8976. Roger, follow route.
Continue on, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we should be popping down to the left here in a minute, so let's go and show you what it looks like out here. I love the wing views, especially on landings sometimes, man. It's like super cool. Love it. So up in the air, we can do 30-degree banks, get around there a lot faster. When we get down below transit level, let's back down to 25-degree banks.
Roger, down into the top of the Hey, boss, go back.
super stoked that I can still fly and still stream on the crappy internal graphics that I have to deal with. I actually sold my 2 old ones for a bit of money, so give them a clean up tonight and go from there. I feel sorry for whoever's getting these because I didn't tell him that they have broken down. So he can go ahead and load them into his PC and he'd be good to get going on it. And he would have just wasted $100 on these 2 cards.
QFA8976.
But if they work for him,
240.
Go for it.
Descent to flight level 240, Qantas 8976.
200 for the both. I'm happy. You can have him. He can do whatever he wants if he's got the money for it. So we're coming up to our descent, so go ahead and do my descent brief and all that sort of stuff, so get on to it. Descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Checked.
Descent checklist, please.
QFA8976. Descent to flight level 240.
Descent to flight level 240, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so I just need to set the barrels. I have control.
You have control.
Descent checklist. Descent checklist.
Checked.
I think he's already done this. Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Yeah, I know why he did that.
Contact radar 125.7.
125.7, Qantas 8976.
So that's a whole
radar
page.
Qantas 8976.
I'm gonna go ahead and set up some
Flight level 350 for flight level 240.
Qantas 8976. Identify. Proceed on course.
Alright, so we're gonna set up some of these things here. So 60, so 062. I'm not gonna worry about the reciprocal today. Actually I will. So 162, so that's our direction that we're gonna landing on. So the reciprocal for that is 200, so it's 262 minus 20, so we minus off the 20, which is 40. So we're going to go 242, 242, add, let's do the 12, so 242 again, at 14. So that's going to tell me, what I mean by doing the miles out here. Okay, so this is our distance to the airport. So at 14 nautical miles, we'll go flaps 1. At 12 nautical miles, we'll go flaps 2. And at it's 8 nautical miles. I'm just going to put it in there anyway. 8 nautical miles out, and a beam. Okay. So basically, if we go and check out the fixed waypoints, and I can also, if I really wanted to, so that's our distance radio where we are there. If I really wanted to, I could go and set different ones for different areas, so I can find myself on the map here. So I can go out here, and you can see all the different ones that we got. Okay. So we got our 14, our 12.
Check.
Shut up. So we got our 14 and 12. You can't really see. I think that one's the 8 there, and then we got our B, and that's the runway heading that we need to come in on there. So if we had it the other way around, guys, it'd be coming out this way here. So we wanted the reciprocal, so we know which way the runway is. So that's the direction that we're going to be coming in on that line there. Not exactly out there, as you can see. We're going out the protocol, and then coming in and around and doing our hold, and then setting up for landing. So. Alright, so basically we're at top of descent. We're going to set our bank angle to 25 now. Go ahead and tell the cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a flight deck. In a few minutes we'll begin our descent to our destination, and we're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign. And we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight.
Alright, so
Qantas 8976, contact Melbourne Control on 133.8. Good day.
133.8, Qantas 8976.
So yeah, 14, 12, 8. So, at the 8 nautical mile mark, we should be ready to go flaps 30 and get down into it. It'll be either that, because we'll be at flaps 5. So between 12 and 8, we should be going into... actually, 8 should be about gear down flaps 15. I've always wanted to practice this, just to make sure that I know when the gear down flaps 15 hit the localizer live.
Qantas 8976, passing flight level 310 for flight level 240.
Qantas 8976, identified.
Alright, so Sydney's out there to the left, out to the right there somewhere. So if I just jump over to the co-pilot seat down there. Oh, we got our old mate down there. I don't know what aircraft he is. Let's see if we can zoom in on him. It's a couple of lines. Hey, he's down there, alright. Oh god.
Yeah, I have like a 12.
I want to get binoculars or something. So yeah, Sydney's out that way, but they want us to land on runway 7 today, so it looks like that's where we'll be landing.
Qantas 8976, descent to flight level 150.
Descent to flight level 150, Qantas 8976.
We're okay for RVSN. We are okay for RVSN.
Check.
Alright, so that's just telling old mate that both our altitude indicators and the one here is exactly the same. So we have a look over there, that one over there should be the same as well. I don't know why I had the gear come down just then. That's bad. That might have broken something. Oh, okay, cool. We're going flat out right now. Alright, so 20,000 feet, which is coming up very shortly. He's going to ask the cabin crew to prepare for landing and all that sort of stuff. So we're going out quite a ways. out to the far side of the airfield, which is okay. It's not that bad. It's just everyone sleeping down there, all cozy, snuggle bug on the rug. So we got to go out a bit and come in. Shush. We're gonna go out and come back in a bit, just to drop off that speed, get down. They're gonna be doing a big U-turn around here in a second by the looks of it. So we're over the water now. It's the only time that we'll be over the water, but as you can see here, we're qualified for water operations. Over water operations, so that's alright. Happy with that. It's the type of aircraft that I'm flying. You can be in other aircraft that haven't passed or haven't done their tests for over water aircraft, and you're not allowed to fly over water at all. Honestly, if you're going to crash in an aircraft, you want water between you and the aircraft over the... you're probably going to die, but seriously, you could probably survive more on water than you can. You got a higher percentage chance to survive on the water than you do down on the ground if you crash on the ground. Sometimes you don't get a choice, but you got a body of water and it's big enough, try and crash in that. It'll soften the impact a lot than a ground one would. Ground one where you just crumple. Pancake! Must be behind them. Where's the moon today? That is actually really neat. There's no moon today, even though there is moon on the...
Qantas 8976, squawk 1147. Contact Melbourne 129 is for 8. Squawk 1147, 129er. Yes, 8, Qantas 8976.
Oh, we'll start turning in a minute anyways. Oh no, we've still got ages to go.
Melbourne, Qantas 8976.
There was a moon out here last time I came out here.
Flight level 150.
Qantas 8976, roger. Qantas 8976, ascend and maintain flight level 150, expect vectors to ILS, approach runway 07.
Ascend to flight level 150, vectors for ILS, approach runway 07, Qantas 8976.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
8976. Ascend and maintain flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, Qantas 8976.
Alright, we should be starting to kick around to the right here in a minute, so we're going to go out and have a look outside. Set seatbelts to on. Set seatbelts to on.
Seatbelts on.
Right, seatbelts are now on. We're at below 20,000 feet. Alright, we'll be leveling out here. We're still travelling quite some distance to go. So we're at 1700. What else do we have to do? I don't think we have to do anything else here, guys. Set Q and H, set for altitude, pre-transitions. So basically it's just the last little bits and pieces that we have to do here. So we'll just get the Q and H sorted at our chosen altitude. So Q and H setting plus out checked. Set altimeters. That'll be a transition level. Thanks, man. Popping on down here very shortly. I'll land in Sydney here. Right. Some of my uni student friends just subbed up, and some of the other bachelors from other subjects have subbed as well, so that's really good. 12 subs, man. How you going, man? I'll see you on the stream there. I don't know if my phone is going to see that though. Just hope the chat works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
Descend to 7000. QNH 1020, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we are starting to turn in for Sydney now. We're still expecting vectors for the runway 7 ILS approach. We've got our things set up. Let's go ahead. Already doing that.
8270, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we just set our ILS approaches up, which are, we're going to double check those. So 190 at 190 at 0.90. And that is, yep. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and check the heading for the runway. Now this is runway 7 that we're landing on, but that's the actual heading of the runway. It's really weird. So you make sure you check that when you are doing your flight procedures, all that sort of stuff. I did actually close, I think I did close the Alright, so what else are we on? Code alternate airport star expected. So we haven't got our expected approach yet, so we're waiting for our approach transition. That's us there. We're coming out around here. A couple of aircraft around us, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so we're just following the rest of the flight down to the runway. Make sure that we are locked in. We're armed, we've got our radio, ILS is set. DME hasn't come up yet. But that's okay, it's, the VOR's turned off. That's not a problem. Yeah, so basically we're just chilling on the way down.
Qantas 8976, descend maintain 7000, contact approach from 124.4.
Descend to 7,124.4, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so it looks like the
Qantas 8976, passing flight level 130 for 7,000.
Qantas 8976, expect vectors to ILS.
looks
approach
out
runway 07. Turn
Hull
left,
is
heading
within
270.
the 8, so we'll already be at
ILS approach runway 07. Left turn to heading 270, Qantas 8976.
the 270 wants us to head out to, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's literally already telling us to go into it. Actually, probably we'll continue on. It'll tell us to do a landing anyways soon. We'll get into holding and it will sort the shit out. Alright, so we need to go ahead and turn these off now. Turn them off. Go ahead and chuck some flaps on so we can get down a bit further. Go ahead and hit our progression. So we're at 3.5 there.
Kilo Alpha Kilo, wind 010 degrees, 15 knots, clear to land.
So 3.5, so it's 5.8.2. So
Transition.
Qantas
Set QNH,
8976, descent to 6000, QNH 1020.
Descend to 6,000. QNH 1020, Qantas 8976.
Set QNH. Set QNH, please. Set QNH, please.
1020. Set. Passing. Altitude 10,200.
1,200. And we just monitor what he's looking at right there. So once we've monitored it and ready to get going, we're cool.
Now.
Alright, so cool. We're good on that. So 3.5 I believe it was. So that's 5861.567. Let's go to our landing altitude. So 61.7. Cool. Okay, so we're still landing at the same one. It's not that bad. It's pretty cool. Not bad at all. Alright, so we got, what is it? 8,300 feet on this runway that we got to land on, so. Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
1020 set.
1020 set. Approach checklist complete.
Alright, that's cool. So, apart from that, we're doing alright. Go ahead and turn that off.
3 Brisbane town.
Cabin secure.
The cabin is secure.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to turn our, open up the window, turn our speed down to 168, start getting us down to the 3,000 mark, where we need to be for our holding pattern. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Go in and do our holding. We'll do like one lap of holding or whatever, however long it takes us to get down to level. Flaps 5.
Speed checked. Flaps 5.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Alright, speed breaker's armed. We're good on that. Shooting the approach. So we don't need flaps 5 anytime soon. That's approximately 12 nautical miles out, but we are going into a holding, so we don't need to do the flaps just yet on them.
Qantas 8976, turn left, heading 250.
Left turn to heading 250, Qantas 8976.
Might just follow it. Get into a holding. I know I'm doing something wrong here, but no, well, whatever. They're not gonna worry. So there's our runway just there. That's what we're gonna be landing on somewhere. The one that's going across there. Trying to be as quiet as possible.
Operate 21, contact center on 130.4 reading. Center on 130.4 to operate 21 today. New approach, expect ILS from 01 maintain 8000.
Freight 21, that's not heading right 140, behind landing 777, line up behind and wait.
Not used to landing this way, so it's a little bit foreign for me.
75 cancel, Starlink restriction is on, over.
Qantas 8976, turn left, heading 225.
Left turn to heading 225, Qantas 8976.
Alright, so we'll just go down and do our...
Localizer alive.
do our hold.
15 Delta.
Get down to 3,000 and see what they say.
Clear to land.
Clear to land, healing 415. 641 easy. Direct is coming clear of weather.
Another little runway just there. Just lighten up away.
Okay, make a direct to Iskin.
Looks like it's got 2 runways itself, doesn't it? Really close together.
Thank you.
Very close runways together. Alright, what we'll do is I'll set the heading up for the next one. Okay, so we're gonna go... They want to track certain heading. Altitude 6,000.
1,000 level.
Good evening, just 1769 descending 9,000 information Foxtrot.
1769 approach, set dial is runway 01 descend 7,000.
7,000, just 1769.
Yeah, 769 Delta 7.
761 Delta 9 miles to run, and you are number 2. Contact the channel 1208.
Yeah, 105, going 7.
Approach, Qantas 8976 at 5,900.
Qantas 8976. Expect vectors to ILS. Approach runway 07. Turn right heading 225.
Vectors for ILS, approach, runway 07. Right turn to heading 225, Qantas 8976.
Descend to 3,000, clean ILS, runway 01 approach, report established.
Yeah, put the ILS 01, come contact.
Control 66, descend to 3,000, clean ILS, runway 01 approach.
3,000, speed island, runway 01 approach,
Alright, so eventually they should tell us. Maybe we just went down too low, I don't know what's going on. Normally, they would just like let us land by now, but we'll see. Maybe we just have to go out that just a little bit further. But once we get back on track, we can put the V nav.
Qantas 8976. Turn left heading 200.
Left turn to heading 200, Qantas 8976.
Turn left heading 200. Must be an aircraft out to our right there, I believe. There he is. That's our traffic monitor setting up there, so we've got terrain as well.
Off the west, cannot be urged.
210 knots, no 60.
That's 79 distance now.
Qantas 8976. Turn left heading 020 to Alpha November Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Cloud slope live.
Left turn to heading 020 to Alpha November Kilo Uniform Bravo, Qantas 8976.
Four 420. Maintain present altitude.
Present altitude 4420.
such a smilky. It's just so nice turning. Just a pivot. That's all it is. Just a dead set pivot. Yo, man.
Qantas
Sorry, I didn't see the chat there.
Descent
How are
to
you?
3000.
Descent to 3000. Qantas 8976.
Send the 3000 in. Plane.
Four 420. Maintain present altitude.
Present altitude 4420.
Wonder if that's the guy out to the left here. That dude.
600. Maintain present altitude.
Maintain present altitude 600.
Well, it could be that guy. There's another guy out of the front there and one out to the left. I don't know which one he's talking to though. He's definitely bringing us back into the runway now, so it's going good. Yeah, no, sorry man, I'm using my phone to check the chat because my second screen not working at the moment either.
Qantas 8976. Descent to 3000. Cleared for final contact tower at the marker. Frequency
Alright,
120.52.
Descent to 3000. Cleared for final tower at the marker. 120.52. Qantas 8976.
1749ers. Maintain present altitude.
Maintain present altitude 174.
Oh, and the F-18. Yeah, I got quite a few on the F-18. I will be doing a lot more on that.
Say again. Qantas 8976.
Qantas 8976. Descent to 3000. Cleared for final contact tower at the marker. Frequency is 120.52.
Alright, so at the marker,
Cleared for final tower at the marker. 120.52. Qantas 8976.
Lock on a V-lock there.
580, descend to 6000.
Turn that down to 6,000.
6000, Qantas 580. Down 955.
Flaps 5.
Just an ask 55, any check.
Flaps 5.
Tower at Qantas 8976.
Speed check.
On
Yeah,
final.
man, I don't mind that F-18. It's such a good aircraft. It's really good. Super Hornets.
Flaps 5.
So I'll be getting back into doing some streams for that as well in the
Cleared to land
future.
runway 07. Qantas 8976.
The only reason I'm flying this one today is because this is what I'm doing at the uni, so just trying to get into my head on it. Should be allowed to. So we dismiss, declare, we're done. Alright, so we declared, cool. Alright, so we have V-locked. Alright, so good on that. Get that, cool. Get that.
It's a 519 code departures.
Locked on.
Departures, just 519, there.
Traffic. Traffic.
Damn, where's the traffic?
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust.
I can't see no traffic.
Radio altimeter alive.
Gear down, flaps 5. Gear down, flaps 5.
Tower 2730. Holding short of runway 3.
Final approach fix. Height check. Missed approach
Gear
altitude
down,
not set.
flaps 5.
Lining up to runway 34 right. 2730.
Gear down, flaps 5. Alright, looks like I'm doing that myself. Set missed approach attitude.
Not stable. Missed approach altitude set.
We are stable, what are you talking about? Oh god, I froze a bit. Landing.
468, wind 010 degrees, 17 knots, runway 34 right, big land.
Terrain.
Land 34 right, 468. 1034 left, expect the independent approach.
All this stress going. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Are you sure? Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right, 2730.
Oh god.
Check.
Go around. Flaps 15.
Speed checked. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15, go around. Gear up. So much going on right now. Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up.
Minus 28, wind 020 degrees, 24 knots, crosswind 17, runway 34 left, please land.
That was a shitty landing, guys.
Good land, 34 left, minus 28.
There's so much going on right now. Don't look at your phone when you're trying to do shit. Alright, we'll go back around and do it again.
Check.
Flaps 1.
Jetstar 519, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. 34 right, clear for takeoff. Jetstar 519. Jetstar 415, takes in appointing 06, runway 34 right.
After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
455, current departures, so yeah.
Kind of 455 today.
What I'll do is we'll head out to Old Maid here. Go and do our hold.
Zero eight zero.
Right, 00, route 472.
6629, Sydney Tower.
That was a very weird landing. I don't like ILS. Well, I do, just don't like touching my phone while I do it.
Jetstar 955 approach, better descend to 6034 right, expect the independent approach.
6000, runway 34 right, Jetstar 955.
Jetstar 955, high speed 6000 approved.
High speed, descend to 6000.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on. Packs. Auto. Landing gear up and off. Flaps up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Descend to 8034 left, expect the independent
Descent
approach.
checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake. Level 2. Landing data.
Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes.
3145, Rex 377.
Rex 377, confirming to maintain 6000 on reaching, and there'll be a Jetstar 787 going through at 12 o'clock. Presently 1 o'clock at about 5 miles, climbing to 5000.
Rex 377.
VRF 144.
661, thank you.
Minimum 270 feet.
Rex 472, turn right, heading 155.
Minimums 270 feet.
Checked. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Are you sure? Descent
Yeah, it
checklist
is.
complete.
Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Altimeters
10207.
1020 set. Approach checklist complete. Cabin crew prepare for landing.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Jetstar 55, wind
Flaps 1.
0 degrees, 18 knots, crosswind 15, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 34 right, Jetstar 955.
I don't know why it just doesn't let us stay in the hold, to be completely honest with you. Alright, we'll turn off the second autopilot, turn on that one, turn on that. Just go with the altitude. Please give us the altitude that I want.
Right, 155, to 422.
Get rid of that.
472, AFM 155. 422.
Thank God this is a simulator, because all those people will be waking up right now because this blooming thing doesn't want to go up.
Tower 8979, holding short, runway 34 right, ready for departure.
8979, line up runway 34 right.
Lining up runway 34 right, 8979.
Alright, so just a little hash for those people that are watching that don't know. LNAV is the
Check.
Left and right. So if you have a look at the aircraft, like,
checked.
Not that. Get rid of that gear. Or is it gear? You have a look at the aircraft, looking at it like a plus sign, okay? So, you got the
Final approach fix. Height
what do you call
check.
it? The beam
Missed
or whatever.
approach altitude.
Window
Not
left
set.
and window right. So,
right, cleared for takeoff.
your LNAV
right.
Check.
is left and right. Shut up, you. Your LNAV is left and right. So you can see that purple line that we're going to be following. So LNAV is left and right. VNAV is up and down, and your speed. So if you think of an what is it? Your axis plane, X and Y axis. So your VNAV is your Y axis, and your LNAV is your X axis. So you'll never go wrong if you do that. So that's those. So I'm just going to try and pop. Are we at 3,000? We're coming up to it. I'll try and pop on VNAV now.
So man, just 424 is ready, hold short here. Just at 424, take 7.6, runway 34 right. Runway Tango 34 right, it's 424. 1578, current departures. 1578, thank you. And now that's just 519, that's ready. Just 519, roger.
Flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Speed checked.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Gear down. Speed checked. Flaps 15.
So what was it? 4-4?
Altitude hold. Flaps 5.
3.
Lofty 180, maintain 3 knots down to 6,000.
36,000, Lofty 180.
Alright, so the autopilot is now just taken over, I believe, for auto landing. Okay. It'll lock on the second one. Yeah, she's locked in. Hopefully we're far enough away. Alright, there's the runway. Yeah, we're far enough away. Okay, so we're actually coming in now. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit better than last time. Flaps 30.
Speed check.
Runway 34 right.
There's an aircraft just above us. We'll probably get a warning in a minute. Alright, we're coming
Flaps
in now.
30.
Cool. I should have declared a misapproach last time. That's
Runway
alright.
lights.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Okay, so hopefully this time we will be coming down. We are doing a proper ILS this time, so we should, by rights, land. So green,
check.
Alright, so we got green lights there, green lights here. We are going to get a flare on this, which is really good. So we can actually go out into the window view mode out here and watch it land the whole way down. So what else do I need to say? Engage if the autopilot says. No, I don't need that, so that's that. Speak when cleared. Cleared. Cleared.
Check.
Need to say checked at the plus 100, minimums at landing and go around. So there's a few things that I need to do before we can come back in.
Yeah, 43, ready.
Lights are all on anyway. So
43,
so we should be coming up to minimums very shortly. Roll out, speed brake. Pilot monitoring.
Killing 493 Delta to contact departure, sir. 342 Delta.
Cleared.
Check.
Landing.
Check.
Go ahead and watch it now. We're actually coming in for a landing now, guys. Perfect. A lot better than last time. Thank God there was a go around there. Good go around there.
On a 28 Heavy, Sydney Tower.
Speed brake up. Reverse as normal.
Touchdown in Sydney. YSSY.
Qantas 8976. Gauge is left. Contact ground on 121.
60 knots.
Checked.
Check.
7 Qantas 8976.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of those
Master
around
caution,
you,
EDS.
please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles and exits clear until the seatbelt signs are turned off. Take care when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved during our flight. Mobile phones may now be used on board, and smoking is not permitted inside the terminal. Thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure looking after you today. On behalf of your crew, we wish you a safe onward journey and hope to see you again soon.
Alright, we are landed safely. That is brilliant. Okay, what else do we need to do? That's it, I believe. Alright, so let's go and ask old mate where we gotta go. Not that one.
Ground Qantas 8976. Is clear of the runway. Request taxi to parking.
Qantas 8976. Taxi via Golf to Terminal 1, Gate 5.
Via Golf to Terminal 1, Gate 35. Qantas 8976.
Gate 35 Golf. Damn. Now this is where you actually need to know stuff, so I'm just going to go into Navigraph.
Check.
Really quickly. Shush you. Alright, so let's roll out after landing the lights, radar off. I'm going to turn that off. Taxi lights on, runway lights was required, speed brake down. After landing procedure, taxi in. Turn on the APU. Turn on the APU. Turn on the APU.
Starting APU.
Alright, so old mate's going to go do that right now. We are going to go not to Brisbane, we're going to go to Sydney. Really quickly check out the... See if we can find an airport diagram for domestic routes. No, domestic routes, domestic terminal. International.
Again, Victor, power for ground, taxi by Bravo, cross center, shoots runway 26 left, runway 26 right, taxi to the end.
Where is parking?
Yeah, well, Juliet 5,
I'm probably looking at it and I just can't see it. Parking corridors, parallel. There's a terminal there, that's not what I want though.
That's 3 minutes.
There it is. What did he say? 35 Delta? 34. 35. So we need to come. We should be at that taxiway there. Come down Golf.
Check.
Come up. There's 35 there and 35 Alpha, which is out the back. Alright, so.
You can take over power for ground, taxi by Bravo, cross center, shoot runway 26 left and runway 26 right for the aircraft.
Alright, let's taxi him. No, it's not down there. They're all cargo there. So there's a terminal here, so we're on the other side. So 35 should, by right, be this middle one up here, or the second one to the right there. Not that one. Not that one. Should be that one actually. Ah, it's 39, so it's this one up here. Lights and doors.
Check.
See you tomorrow, mate.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
Call back when ready for taxi.
Doors disarmed, APU on the bus.
Did I get right on that line? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Almost. I'll try and line up with these lines on the road there for me.
Quebec, continue on Bravo, across the undershoot of runway 26 right to the aircraft.
Alright, well that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be doing a lot more streams. Hopefully better landings and no go-arounds. But that go-around was really good, executed really well. We got down, our autopilot worked really well in the end. So yeah. Alright guys, well thank you very much for all of that. And yeah, hope to see you in the near future. So catch this later, and yeah, thank you very much guys. So I'm just going to leave this aircraft where we are for tomorrow. I'm not going to touch it because I like the quick turnaround these days. It's just so much faster than cold dark starter. So catch this later, thank you very much.
Pack isolated.
Now I can't turn the stream off because I totally forgot my key bindings.
Foxtrot, taxi right, Juliet 3, cross the threshold of runway 26 right. So holding point Bravo 4, runway 2 and right.
Alright, see you.